I'm too hyped. I gotta lower it down a little bit.
No, that's good.
What's going on YouTube? I'm pretty excited. Today I got some new inks from screenprintdirect.com. Now these inks I've never used before, so I'm curious to see how they hold up against some other inks that I've been using for years. So let's check them out.
So let's open this up. See what we have here. Nice little thank you card here. Little box of inks. That's pretty cool. All right, so it looks like we just have our basic colors here. Now, what colors are we really talking about here? The white. The white is gonna be the color that we really wanna check out. These are gonna be Plastisol inks. It looks pretty good. I know what a good white ink feels like. Doesn't feel too runny. Can't wait to print with these inks. Let's check out the red. Oh, that's a good red right there. Look at that deep red. This looks like my scarlet red right here. A good red is really hard to find. Sometimes when you buy a red, especially if you buy it online, you might get this red that almost looks orange, but this is like a perfect red right here. Really like this color. Now on any colors, you are gonna have to use an underbase, and this is no exception. Now let's check out the black. The black's another one that can make or break a print. You don't want it too runny, because if you're doing like a white shirt with a black print and you have a really runny black, believe it or not, you're gonna get a bleed from the white coming through the black. And you don't want it too thick that it's really hard to work with. This black actually feels really thin. Look, as I'm touching right here. And this is kind of funny, me touching these inks to get a good feel for it. But if you've been printing as long as I have, if you can touch an ink, you know that's gonna be a good ink or it's not gonna be a good ink. But this one is a little bit runny, but it's not too bad. Just a basic black ink. All right, green. Let's check out the green ink here. All these inks are made in the USA. Now this green ink feels pretty good. I usually use a forest green, and it's really thick. And most of the time when you're using colors, as I mentioned, you're gonna use an underbase. And if you're using a really thick ink, it's gonna feel really, the print's gonna feel really heavy, and you don't want that. So with this thin green ink, it's gonna work really good with the white underbase. So that's a pretty good green ink. All right, so now we're at the yellow and royal blue. So let's check out the yellow ink. Now on the yellow ink, I would say the thicker the better, because you get a lot more of a vibrant print. This one feels a little bit runny, but if you're new to screen printing, this is a good ink to start with because it's not really thick. And a lot of the other yellow inks you would buy, let's say somewhere like a triangle ink or something like that, it'd be a lot thicker than this ink right here, which is great. If you're using a thicker ink for a one color, one pass print, it's good to have a thicker ink. But something like this, where you're gonna do a white underbase and you're kind of new to screen printing, you'd wanna go with something like this because it's gonna clear your screen a lot quicker. Last but not least, royal blue. The key to a royal blue is a thicker royal blue. A lot of these blues that I've used are a little bit runny, and sometimes they'll have like a reducer in it already, and you open it up and there's like a layer of reducer on top, which it's like a bit oily. So let's hope this one is not oily. Not bad. The thing I'm noticing about these inks is, for the most part, they're kind of thin. And that's good, as I mentioned, if you're just getting into screen printing and you're not too familiar with the flood and stroke method as far as clearing the screen. These are good inks to start out with. I really like this red color. This red, I'd probably buy this. I'd buy this again because it's a really vibrant red and you can't go wrong with this one. The white is really hard to tell because we haven't run a print yet, because everything starts with the white. If you don't have a good white print, which is your foundation, which is your underbase, you're not gonna have a good print at all if you're running multicolor screens on your print. So I have to try this one out to see if this is gonna work, to see how good it is. If it's good, if this white works, all the other inks will fall in line. So let's do a print with the white and see how good it really is.
All right, so we're gonna do two tests here, a 2-pass print and a 1-pass print. So let's check this out. So let's see if this white can be used as a 1-hit white. That's actually not bad. I'm printing on 100% Gildan. I believe it's a 5400 shirt if I'm not mistaken. But if you want that crispiness, you're gonna have to use white flash white. All right, now we're gonna do the 2-hit print. The ink is pretty thin, pliable, and easy to work with. So that's your 2-color print right there, your 2-pass white. Let's go take a look at this out in the light because it looks a little yellow in here. All right, so this top print right here is the 1-pass. This bottom one is 2 passes. This looks really good. It feels good too. Has a nice hand to it. Not too hard. Doesn't feel rough at all. Compared to this shirt right here, this is Triangle Ink Phoenix White. Look at the difference there. This Phoenix White looks like it has a little bit of a yellow tint to it, and this one here has no tint. It looks like pure white. Now if you're just looking at this shirt by itself, it looks white, has no tint. But compared to this Rapid Cure white, it does have that tint to it. Look at the difference there. That just has that really light yellow tint, and this is just like pure white. I like this ink here. All right, so the 1-hit didn't pass the test. So this is the one on top, the 1-hit. That bottom one, again, looks really good. The 1-hit, you see that black starting to bleed through. It looked fine when we did the print, but now as it's settling in, you can tell that black bleeding through. But this white looks really good, that 2-hit.
So I want to thank Screen Print Direct for sending me these Rapid Cure inks. If you want to check them out yourself, it's screenprintdirect.com. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Check you on the next one. All in one take, baby. One take Tony is what they used to call me. There you go.
Not sure what you need to get started or just want to upgrade your equipment? Be sure and check out my Amazon store for the best deals on sale for screen print supplies and products all in one place.